Chapter 65 Eavesdropping. So it appears we have basic control over the arrival and departure of Die Glock Heinrich. Dr. Malberg looked very pleased with their progress, after some very rocky initial experiments. Yes, sir, Gerhard was able to 100% control the state of Die Glock with regards to its transportation status. At the same time, Captain Kopf reported a fully present status in New Swabia. We appear to be making great progress, congratulated Dr. Malberg. Yes, sir, we now need to consider how we can enable the cabin to be opened such that the occupants can disembark for some period of time before subsequently returning. Based on our initial experiments, this is going to prove to be a difficult proposition. I agree, Heinrich. Do you have any thoughts on the subject, Werner? Heisenberg was quiet as he considered his response. In their storeroom control center, Graham and Bouncer looked at each other and silently exchanged. Die Glock! Graham quickly reviewed all his data banks, trying to find any references to Die Glock and New Swabia. All I can find are references to hoaxes, or at least conspiracies, for some form of Nazi wonder weapon, in the case of Die Glock that was supposed to be capable of anti-gravity, and an attempt by the Nazis to build a military base in Antarctica. Bouncer took the references and read for himself as Graham continued to search. I don't think they're talking about a hoax, Graham, and this article says that a Captain Kopf led the expedition to New Swabia. Quickly running out of any further material, Graham looked to his friend. No, I think whatever the internet has on any of this is wildly inaccurate. We need more information, and we've found no sign of a super-powerful generator. Bouncer got up, feeling slightly dejected, and paced around the tiny storeroom, absent-mindedly looking through the paneled wall that for now hid them. Graham, what do you think the German for nuclear reactor would be? Graham didn't really think about his friend's question at first and simply replied, Kernrichter. Why? Right then, I think I know where we need to go, replied Bouncer, pointing to a sign on the wall that pointed informatively to the Kernrichter. Woo-hoo, well done, Bouncer, smiled Graham. Let's leave Ringo for now listening in. If we're right, we may be able to get straight out of here. As they walked in a relaxed but professional manner toward the reactor, Ringo relayed Heisenberg's reply. I have spent some considerable time on this problem, Dr. Malberg, replied Heisenberg, pausing slightly, perhaps for effect. And I believe we have been given the perfect solution, at least for now. How so, Werner? Probed Dr. Malberg, leaning back in his chair as he processed all the data. Well, with the fusion reactor in the city complex in New Swabia, we have the opportunity to completely stop and start the experiment, and still be able to power the return trip. This should prove the theory, and then we can look at the requirements. We have all along assumed that a mobile version of the perithnium reactor will be required to fully realize Die Glock's capabilities. This simply removes the need for us to design and manufacture one. At this rate, we'll have to return to that Greek island to get a lot more of that magical substance, laughed Heinrich. Graham and Bouncer stopped dead at the mention of a Greek island and a magical substance. Graham looked to Bouncer. Oh my God, they have found solarium! That's what they're calling perithnium. They did something similar to sepulchre but named it after the island where they found it. We have to understand what's going on here and tell Paul.